But anyway, right, let's get on with this review. Do I have to do the review or preview? I can't remember. I'm going to do both. Just going to start up the computer, laptop. Right. Bear with me for 5 seconds whilst I type in fan tracks in this league. I want to do a review and a preview because I'm not sure which one I'm going to do. So in my leagues, Jolly Cannon's fucking ripping it up, not just fucking tearing it up, fucking ripping it up. If you're unsure what the difference between tear and rip, ask Colo. Right, okay, so game week 1, Jolly Cannon's 143.5 versus Piqué and De Bruyne 133. 10 points difference. Do you know what? Piqué De Bruyne unlucky because they scored the second highest amount in this game week, but you know what, they didn't win, so actually it's not unlucky. If they generally wanted to feel like they were unlucky, they would not have played the Brighton defender against fucking Man United at home, Wan-Bissaka. Fucking come on, like, why not play Wan-Bissaka? Instead play Dan Burn because you thought Brighton were going to beat Man United at home. Dog a tip for all the newbies: always play as many people as you can with home fixtures. That's a tip. So well done, Jelly Cannons. Word. AFC Ragman, fucking. Do you know what I've got? Ragman, fucking. Do you know what I've got love for AFC Ragman? I think he's got the best emblem in the league. He's got the best. He's trademarked AFC Ragman. Fuck off. But anyway, he won 71.75 versus 70.75. So, standout players in this tie were McTominay and Alan St. Maximin. So I was at the match yesterday with Kyle Wright, and it's the best home match I've been to all season. Given loads of grief to the referee, headed goal from a corner, loads of shit given to Martin Atkinson, who was like, no, oh pardon, 2 seconds. So do you know when, like, the referee's been so shit that when the referee gives a free kick to the team that you think's been really hard done by, you go, hey, fucking come on, I got a free kick. That's what happened yesterday. Best match ever. For Villains FC, 1 point difference. That could have been the first legitimate draw in the league. Fucking, there was a draw last season, or last season, where they updated the scoring and that made it a draw. That's a fucking farce, and that's another reason why Kyle's commissionership is a fucking farce. Well done, AFC Ragman. He needed that win. He's the shittest team in the league, and he needed like a 71.75 versus 70.75 win, because if he faced 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other people, he would have lost. Colo versus Bukkake Jackie. So this was quite a close game going into Sunday. And there's a couple of things that happened on Sunday which kind of moved the tie in Bukkake Jackie's favour. So Rashford scored, Trezeguet scored, Mohamed Salah scored. Well, he was kind of always going to score. Colo's team, the highest point scorer. It's weird, right? Because in Colo's team, I think he's got a very good team, and I think he just needs to stick with it. I think Callum Wilson is disappointing. So when Colo, who did he get Ryan Fraser off? You got Ryan Fraser off, like a proper fraud trade, and you got Ryan Fraser, and it was meant to be Ryan Fraser assisting Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson scored, but Bournemouth are going through quite a hard time at the moment. And Callum Wilson scored 0.5 against Newcastle, which is shit. So Colo's best score was from the keeper, who conceded a goal, but he got 9 saves. Apart from that, Felipe Anderson, Colo, if you want to trade Felipe Anderson, I'm right there. Just let me know. You send me a trade, because a person who always sends a trade always gets a shittest offer, and I'm not going to be that person anymore. If you want to trade with Chudley Cannons, you send me a fucking trade. Sorry, I need to stop swearing because it's not cool, it's not clever. Headfunderland 82, STP United 95.75. Alright, okay, so this made my Sunday. So after the 2 o'clock kickoffs, I was worried for STP. I predicted 0 points for anyone else apart from Dan James and Maaaaatal. I thought they'd get 10 each, totaling 20 points. But instead, fucking Maaaaatal scored. And that's what turned the tie. Aguero's never scored at Anfield, and that run continued. Dan James ended up with 8.5, fair play, considering you don't get an assist or a goal. Anywhere that gets close to 10 points without an assist or goal is a good player to have. STP, if you want to trade Dan James, you know where I'm at. Gabriel Jesus came on in place of Aguero and got booked. That is what he did. He got booked. Like 1 yellow card. Do I say it? 1 yellow card. Buendia was a disappointment. Like, Buendia's been tearing the league up this season. I fucking love Lucas Digne. Lucas Digne, if you want to do a trade, send me Lucas Digne and just send me whoever you want. I'll probably click accept. Dwight Neal 24.5. Dwight fucking Neal. Sorry, I've sworn again. And then the last match was Scranton Stranglers versus Sarnie and Money Happy Days. Now, Sarnie and Money Happy Days, since they changed the emblem, so they've got a new team logo, they've done really well. But our Scranton Stranglers played 10 players. Now, Gabe's in Asia, so I don't think he knew João Cancelo wasn't going to play, so he didn't swap him. So he got 0. But that one made it, like, João Cancelo would have had to score 4 goals with 3 assists and scored 60 points to have beat Sarnie and Money Happy Days. It was a close game after the 3 o'clocks on Saturday, but once we got the 5:30s and Vardy scored 23.5 and then Martial scored today and shit like that, Ricardo Pereira got a clean sheet. Sarnie and Money Happy Days kind of pulled away, and then that was the end of that tie. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang didn't score, and Scranton Stranglers feel like a bit of a one-man team. If he doesn't score, then that's STP United and Sarnie and Money Happy Days won also. Now, I think I'm on review, but if I'm on preview, it's weird because there's an international game week coming up, so I'll be sending you a video in a couple of weeks looking at the international break, because I've got to pay interest on this in a video. Fucking hell, how old are we? 5? I'm 5 years old. I've got to pay interest on a video. So I will be running a competition during international game week where the winner wins a football shirt from the 1990s. Some fucking bullshit like that. Anyway, if I am on preview, so it's Bacardi Jackies versus Chudley Cannons, I win. If it's Headfunderland versus Colo wins. Now that's an interesting one, because if Headfunderland loses 2 in a row, he's gonna fucking, like, I've sworn again. I apologise for swearing again. But if Headfunderland loses 2 in a row, he's gonna freak out. Beacon De Bruyne versus AFC Ragman. AFC Ragman's on such a good run. It's I cannot see AFC Ragman losing another game this season. STP United versus Scranton Stranglers, 2 originals. I'm not even going to predict. I'm going to predict a draw. I love these 2 guys so much. I cannot split them. And then Sarnie Money Happy Days versus Villains. You know, I had a bit of beef for Villains earlier in the season, but that was because they weren't playing the right amount of players. Like, they were taking the league for piss. And now, actually, fair play to Dan. He's decided to take it a bit seriously. He's played the right amount of players. Fair play to him. He ain't gonna win though this game week. Sarnie Money Happy Days will win. So the results of game week 13, Chudley Cannons will score 120 because they can and they will, and the Leicester players will probably score 70 points. Bacardi Jackies are shit this season. Cola will beat Headfundland because Headfundland doesn't know how to deal with a loss. AFC Ragman will win because he's probably going to win the league. STP United versus Scranton Stranglers are going to be a draw because I love those guys equally as much. And then I think Sonny Money Happy Days is going to beat Villains FC by 5 points. But not because I've got disrespect for Villains FC, but because Sonny Money Happy Days are second. Villains FC are still getting used to this league, and it's going to be quite a close run tie. But I think the main difference is going to be Rui Patricio. I think Rui Patricio is going to get shitloads of saves and a clean sheet away to Bournemouth. So that is a game week preview for week 13, and it's also the preview for game week 12. I'm off to bed now. I went to see Al Murray tonight in Newcastle Theatre Royal. It's very, very funny. He bought me a beer. If you want to know more about the story, I've got 2 stories. Al Murray's just bought me a beer tonight. He's a very funny guy and he bought me a beer. And the second story is I once sang live with Chester from Lincoln Park. If you want to know either of those 2 stories, hit me up. I don't even know what that means, but just Kyle's a commissioner, so ping Kyle a message asking for a 5-minute video of either of those 2 stories, and I'll send you those stories privately. I'll not sell it in the Tugger group, I'll send them privately. But in the meantime, you're going to hear from me in about a week's time, because I'm going to run a competition during International Game Week where the winner gets a football shirt from, was it Kitson or Gota or I don't know, some other bullshit the commissioner came up with. Anyway, I'm off to bed. It's almost 11:20, and I've got to get up for 6:30. I might set my alarm for 7. That doesn't make any sense. I'm going to set my alarm for 6:30, and I'm not going to speak to you in the morning because I'm off to work, but I will speak to you during the week when I send the rules and regulations for the competition that we're going to run over the International Game Week, where the winner gets a 1990s football shirt with a couple of different random names on. I'm going to go on eBay and find the cheapest shirt I can, and then even if I got to send it to Asia, so Gabe lives in Asia. I'm not sure if you guys know, but Gabe lives in Asia. You might realise from his videos, but Gabe lives in Asia, so I'll either send it to Asia or I'll send it to Rag lives further away. Rag lives further away. He lives in near Durham, but it takes longer to get to Rag's house than it does to Gabe's house. So I might send it to Rag, I might send it to Gabe, I might send it to myself, or I might send it to someone else in the league. But whoever wins, when I come up with the rules, whoever wins the game week is going to win a 1990s football shirt. So that's the review of game week 12, Tugger season 4, or Tugger season 1 for some of our colleagues, or Tugger season, was it 2? Tugger season 2 for some of our colleagues. That was also the preview of game week 13, season 1 for some of our Tugger colleagues, or the preview for game week 13 for season 2 of some of our Tugger colleagues. And for the originals, I fucking love you guys, and I'll see you very soon.